Hello! I hope you're well. So let's just get this out of the way and address the elephant in the room. I got rid of my beard! This isn't a permanent thing, I just got rid of it because of reasons. And by the time I record the next video, my beard will be back because that's how quickly it grows. I actually hate not having a beard. I kind of feel like without my beard, I look like my mum with stubble. But let's do this. So today is my birthday. Yay! And for my birthday, my wife took me to go see Black Panther. We actually got to see 2 grown-up movies in the space of 2 months. How crazy is that? That never happens. But yeah, we went to see Black Panther and yeah, it was good. We really enjoyed it. Now, I don't normally do reviews and things like that, but I just felt like I just wanted to talk about this movie because, well, everyone's talking about this movie and I can't not talk about this movie because, like I said, I really enjoyed it. First of all, I will try to stick to no spoilers. If I feel like I'm going to talk about spoilers, I will give you a warning, a heads up beforehand. So if you haven't seen it, that's cool. If you have, that's even better. So let's do this. So Black Panther stars Chadwick Boseman, who some of you might know from that one episode of Lie to Me where he plays the college football star accused of statutory rape, and Michael B. Jordan, who some of you might know as Dr. Saroyan's adopted daughter's boyfriend in Bones. I think they did other stuff in between there, but who keeps track of these things? And before I get angry comments, I'm being facetious. I know they've done other stuff. Michael B. Jordan was also in a couple of episodes of Lie to Me and even an episode of Burn Notice. So the film leads off literally a week after the events of Civil War. T'Challa is returning home to Wakanda to take his place as the king, and there's this whole big story involving stolen vibranium and family and royalty and blood feuds and history, all of Shakespearean magnitudes, and it was a really enjoyable romp. I won't go too far into the story because, quite frankly, there was so much to take in and I'm gonna end up getting so many of the details wrong. First of all, the good stuff. The cast. Everyone is fantastic. There isn't a single weak link, for me personally, in the cast. Martin Freeman as Everett Ross. He's finally settled into that American accent that he's been doing and feels a little less Benedict Cumberbatch doing an American accent, so that's good. Let's talk about the younger cast. Sorry, I feel like I owe them the respect of actually naming each of the cast because they were so damn good, so... Chadwick Boseman was phenomenal. It was great to see T'Challa as more than just guy on an angry vengeance quest. We really got to see why it is everyone says that he has a good heart and is a good man. There's a particular scene between him and M'Baku at the beginning which really sort of underlines what makes him a good man, and that was a great scene. Michael B. Jordan, I mean, is Michael B. Jordan ever not good in something? The guy kills it in everything he's in. Lupita Nyong'o, it was great to actually see her and not like her doing mocap or CG work. Danae Gurira, I'm sorry, I'm butchering everyone's names now, but also amazing. Just such a great bloody cast. Letitia Wright as Shuri was one of the 2 standout characters for me. She's the perfect foil to T'Challa. You know, she is his little sister and she keeps him grounded, she keeps him in his place by constantly ribbing him, doing that whole sibling antagonism thing. But my all-time favorite person in that whole film was Andy Serkis. He isn't in it as much as I thought he was going to be. Every scene he's in killed me because I think his character realizes how absurd this world has become, and so he has become as absurd as the world itself. His absurdity kind of reflects how absurd the Marvel Cinematic Universe's world is these days. For me, that was just very welcome. The world building, Wakanda is just, it's such a believable world. I mean, I truly bought into this idea that this amazingly technologically advanced nation could hide themselves the way they have. I didn't have to suspend my disbelief to buy into Wakanda and its mythology. You know, then they marry the traditional and the futuristic all together. And I think Wakanda has a great message about how holding traditions dear, respect for your history and your roots and your tradition shouldn't hold you back as far as progress is concerned. And how amazing would it be if a country like that did exist? I mean, for all we know, one does, and they've just hidden themselves from us all this time. I think one of the strengths of the film lies in the fact that it had a black writer and a black director, because they were able to address certain themes unapologetically. A lot of messages on colonialism and slavery and things like that. If it was a black writer and a white director, or a white writer and a black director, one way or the other, I think they would have addressed certain themes but been apologetic about it. Like, slavery happened and it was terrible, we're so sorry. Whereas the film kind of addresses those themes but with a purpose purpose beyond the whole let's apologize for history and more a kind of like things are not perfect yet, we've still got a long way to go. But it's not heavy-handed. It's laced into characters' perspectives and point of view. It's not the driving message of the film. It's the driving message of some of the characters. I have my own sort of complicated history with white privilege and everything like that. So watching a movie like this didn't make me feel guilty. It made me feel like we still have a lot of work to do, but we shouldn't be disheartened. We've come this far. Now, the movie's not perfect. This is the internet. Nuance does not exist on the internet. So if you say anything bad about something someone loves, they immediately brand you with the "you hate it" brush. So I'm just gonna say, like, look, no film is perfect. If what I say makes you angry, I'm sorry, but you know, deal with it. The first thing I noticed at the beginning, there's a fight sequence that takes place at night. Now, I don't know if it was just because of where we were sitting in the theater, or if it's because I'm wearing new glasses or what, but I found it very hard at times to keep track of the action. I had to take my glasses off and kind of pull back a little just to try and see what was happening. When I watch it on Blu-ray, I might be able to see those fight sequences a little bit better, but that kind of took me out of the movie a little. The other flaw for this film for me, I think, is not just a flaw for this film, but a flaw for a lot of Marvel movies. When they launch a new character with their own film, their villain becomes just like an evil version of them. It happened with Iron Man, with Ironmonger. It happened in The Incredible Hulk with Abomination. In Captain America, Red Skull is essentially evil Captain America. Ant-Man with Yellow Jacket. Doctor Strange with Mads Mikkelsen's character? I can't remember. But essentially every Marvel character is launched with a evil version of themselves. Eric Killmonger was good enough as he was without having to don an uglier, evil version of the Black Panther costume. I just think a film like this deserved something a little bit better than that. But it didn't ruin the movie, so overall it was still a fantastic time. But yeah, beyond those 2 points, it was an amazing time. It's gonna take a lot to topple my top MCU movie, which is Winter Soldier, but I think Black Panther will at least be in the top 3 somewhere eventually. But then we've got Infinity War coming out in a couple of months, so we'll see how that goes. So there it is, my review slash reaction slash meandering thoughts slash waffling slash blurdy blurdy blur about the Black Panther movie. Just a quick thing, my wife just mentioned that I completely neglected to mention the beautiful, regal, fantastic, phenomenal Angela Bassett. But yeah, she was amazing. Oh, one last thing that I felt is an issue. You know, everyone was kind of just doing generic African accent, but one person in particular, I won't tell you who, if you haven't seen the film, you got to spot it yourself. It sounded like they were from Scotland. So keep an eye out for that. So yeah, before I use up too much of my birthday sitting in front of this camera, I'm gonna go hang out with my son, because I haven't seen him in a couple of days. He's been up north with his grandparents. So I'm gonna go and give him some tickles and a cuddle and maybe hang out with him for a little bit. And then I'm gonna go see my dad later. So until next week when I'll put up the video that was supposed to go up last week, take care, speak to you soon. Goodbye. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I know this one was a little bit off-brand to what I usually do, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video and you're new to this channel and you want to see what else we're up to on this channel, then subscribe to this channel and we'll see you again on this channel. If you want to see what we're up to on another channel, you can subscribe to our Couples Constantly channel right over there. Otherwise, watch other things that we've done on this channel by clicking the link over here. Until next time guys, bye. Channel!